Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to crochet this sun hat for the amigurumi dolls. To crochet this, you need to have a hook, a marker, and also I have used Alize cotton gold jeans color to crochet this. You can choose your own favorite color. Okay, to start the hat, first make a magic ring. In this way. And then make 6 single crochets in the magic ring. 1, 2, 5, and 6. Then mark the last stitch and close the magic ring in this way. This is the first round. In the next round, you make 6 increases. That is, you make 2 single crochets in every stitch. Number 1. This increase number 1. Number 2. Until you have 12 single crochets. Okay, you can pull this extra yarn and then hide it while you are making single crochets. In the next round, make 1 single crochet and 1 increase for 6 times. Again, 1 single crochet and 1 increase. Do this pattern for 6 times. In the next round, make 2 single crochets and 1 increase for 6 times. Okay, do this pattern for 6 times. In the next round, we have 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 1 increase. And do it for 6 times. So follow this structure continuously. For example, in the next round, you make 4 single crochets and 1 increase, and then 5 single crochets and 1 increase until you have 10 single crochets and 1 increase for 6 times. Okay, now I have finished making 10 single crochets and 1 increase for 6 times. And there are 72 stitches around. If you want to have bigger size of the hat, you can continue making, for example, 11 single crochets and 1 increase, or 12 single crochets and 1 increase. I think this is enough for a doll. And now we make 12 rounds here. We make 12 rounds of 72 stitches without any increase. Okay, now I have finished making 12 rounds of 72 single crochets. Now we want to start the edge of the hat. To do this, you make single crochets just in the front loops of the stitches. So this is the front loop and this one is the back loop. But in this round, we just fork in the front loops. And because we finished with 10 single crochets and 1 increase, here we start to make 11 single crochets and one increase. So whatever number you have here, you add 1 to it and start the edge. For example, if you have 10 single crochets and 1 increase here we start with 11 single crochets and 1 increase. If you have, for example, 11 single crochets and 1 increase, then here you start with 12 single crochets and 1 increase. So make 11 single crochets just in the front loops. 1, 2, 11, and then we make 1 increase. For the increase, you make 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. So as you see, the edge of the hat is showing itself. So do this pattern until the end of the round. In the next round, we have 12 single crochets and 1 increase. But because we want to have this circular shape, in even rows, you always divide the first one into 2 parts. One on the right side of the marker and the other one on the left side of the marker. So here, because we have 12 single crochets and 1 increase, so the first one we make 6 single crochets, then make an increase. But the remaining stitches you make 12 single crochets and 1 increase. So at the end of this round, you have 6 single crochets. 4, 5, and 6. In the next round, you work in the back loops of the stitches. So here we leave the front loops and work just in the back loops and make 13 single crochets and 1 increase in the back loops. So to have these structures in the edge of the hat, you must work in the back loops. In the next round, we have 14 single crochets and 1 increase, but because we have even number of stitches, divide the first one into 7 single crochets and 1 increase on the left side of the marker and 7 single crochets on the right side of the marker, and then make 14 single crochets and 1 increase for 5 times. In this round, we also work in 2 loops, and at the end of this round, you have 7 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. In the next round, we have the 15 single crochets and 1 increase. But in this round, again, we work in the back loops. So leave the front loops and work in the back loops. In the next round, we have 16 single crochets and 1 increase, but divide the first one into 8 single crochets on the left side and 8 single crochets on the right side. And also in this round, you must work in 2 loops of the stitches. In the next round, you make 17 single crochets and 1 increase in the back loops. Okay, to insert the eyelets into the brim of the hat, make 1 chain and leave 1 stitch, insert it into the next one and make 2 single crochets in front loops. Again, make 1 chain, leave 1 stitch and insert it into the front loop and make 2 single crochets. Again, make 1 chain, leave 1 stitch and make single crochet. So in this way, you can insert the eyelets easily into the brim of the hat. So in the next round, we have 18 single crochets and 1 increase. But for the first stitches, you have 9 single crochets on the left side and 9 single crochets on the right side. When you reach these holes, you just make single crochets in the chains that you made before. In this way, you can easily insert the eyelets into here. Okay, I finished with 9 single crochets at the end of this round, and the hat is finished now. Then you can insert these eyelets into it and pass these rings through the eyelets. To finish this round, you make a slip stitch and then cut the yarn. Then you can insert it into the back loop, leave 1 chain, 1 stitch and insert it into the back loop and go back and set the yarn inside the hat and fix the yarn inside. This way. And then cut the extra. Yeah. This is how the hat looks at the end. You can insert the eyelets into the brim of the hat and then pass these rings into it. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next tutorial.